And here we're playing probably the most memorable level in the game, or at least the one people like to talk about the most.
I've heard good things about this, mostly from you.
Ezekiel must be pretty mad about what you did to her children. Don't worry about her, though. Just do what you came to do. Next up is Sariel's realm. Enoch manages to defeat Ezekiel's beloved servant beasts, leaves her realm, and heads for the next level of the tower.
So this section of the tower is essentially a couple of platforming segments connected via this hub.
Hey, we're at Sariel's place now. He's having trouble figuring out which weapons to use. Yeah. Once he gets that straight, he'll be fine. Don't worry. Alright, talk to you later.
Once again, Lucifel's comments don't actually change depending on how you're doing. And here's the level proper.
The hell?
You may notice that it has a very bubbly, colorful aesthetic to it. A lot of people just casually like to refer to this as the Studio Ghibli level. Also, I chose the absolute worst weapon for this. You do not want to have a veil. So yeah, it's just one big 2D segment.
I'm actually entirely memorized by this. I'm having a really hard time coming up with something to say.
It looks nice. You can really see like that this game doesn't really control very well for platforming though. Your character feels kind of slippery, which makes all these tight jumps really tough. Also, it's filled with the ghosts, and they are absolutely miserable here. Because if any of them hit you, they send you straight down.
Sariel's beloved.
Let me guess, you want the range?
Remain by Sariel even after they die.
Yeah, either that or the arch. I'd actually prefer the arch for these tight jumps, because I could use the hover to fine-tune my landing.
Oh, they're cute! Why did you just pick this one on accident, or what the hell?
I think I just picked this one as, like, the first, you know, just not wanting to wait around. So, essentially, Sariel is entranced by the human concept of love, like, physical love, and so he has essentially a harem, and so all these ghosts are all, like, the women that he's slept with and have eventually died. And as per the law of this, I guess, each time that happened, one Nephilim. So, that's why this place is absolutely filled with them.
Do you really think you can make it past
Been doing this that long, wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been clearly established that, you know, they left 300 years ago at the very least. So, he's had 300 years of women to sleep with.
You don't know anything
See,
about this world.
I hate to be that guy, but I really want to know, are angels monogamous?
No. Not even a little.
What the hell? This is...
Really weird, right?
yeah, this is really cool, though. Visually impressive, completely... Take a shot. I don't even know what the that's...
Yep, so we get eaten by one. And here's Sariel again. Blah blah blah, best track of music in the game, blah blah blah.
I'd imagine not the best weapon to fight him with.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Essentially, the game recognizes him as having this weapon, so I'm not actually losing off in terms of damage, I'm doing exactly 1 in terms of damage. If I had the Veil, though, I'd be doing a lot more damage, which would be nice.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the sort of guy you want to get close to, though.
Well, if you get close to him, he has that, like, fast kick, which, you know, it's just one melee strike. All of his other attacks are ranged.
Just hit really hard.
Like, he's got a beam, he's got the bat projectiles, and then he has a charge. See? Not that bad.
You'll pay for this.
And then we wake up here, and then we get more combat. So, here's his mooks. They're exactly the same.
Slightly cooler looking.
I think they have a different attack for when you disarm them, but I don't think we get to see it.
So,
If it probably functions in the same way, small AoE.
random curiosity of mine. We just finished with Ezekiel. Why didn't we kill Ezekiel?
Well, see, that's the thing. We don't actually kill the fallen angel who belongs to each realm. We're just trying to get to the top. The idea is that we're going to hunt them all down eventually, and we're going for their leader, Semyaza, primarily, because he's the biggest and most bad. With the idea, I guess, of, you know, they're probably going to come out at some point, so just head for him, and they'll try to stop you. But yeah. There is a reason why we don't fight one of the fallen angels per realm, but it is kind of a spoiler, and it is a spoiler of what I find to be the most disappointing thing in this game. And I'll leave it at that.
God, that weapon's good.
Yep. Such guard. And I still get down despite that, because still not playing that great at this point. Also, this chapter, we actually get to learn what those fire things are.
Oh,
And yeah, we get our final gameplay element.
that guy just combo breakered you.
Yeah. So, this place is kind of repetitive, I'd say.
Just a bit.
It's just kind of hub platforming section, hub platforming section. I think you do it 3 times.
Are we gonna see more Nephilim? Because I like
Yes, tons more.
I like them.
They feature very prominently in this and the next chapter.
Hey.
They fall off a bit after that.
He's hanging in there. Yeah, because he has to think about which enemies to steal weapons from. Right. Catch you later.
So the dickish thing about that comment is they still haven't told you about the rock, paper, scissors mechanic. Like, they've alluded to it, but they haven't actually told you, you know, which weapons counter which. And they won't for, I think, another 3 chapters.
To be fair, of all the people to withhold information from you,
What's that?
I'd go as far to say Satan's pretty high on that list.
Well, he tells you all the other helpful stuff.
Yeah, because it deals. Question: does that deal damage?
Oh, the getting possessed?
Yeah.
No, it slams you to the floor and it slows your movement until you shake it off, but it does not actually deal any damage.
Just a major inconvenience.
Yeah, this area is filled with them. if you're jumping at the time you get hit, it will probably kill you. But in all other instances, it won't do anything.
I'm digging the music here.
This is another good music track.
I'm digging the music. I'm digging the. I don't know what that is along the side. I'm assuming some form of acidic jello.
No, not really. It's just kind of there.
Does it damage you?
I don't think so. This is probably the most annoying part of the level right here. Thankfully, it's short.
What the?
It's a giant maze wheel thing. Essentially, you have to get to the other side. Every time you hit one of these nodules, the Nephilim on the outside spin it clockwise. And it is always clockwise.
So it doesn't really matter which one you hit.
No. I actually tried doing this once where I stayed on the entranceway just to see if I could leave the same way I came in. But as it turns out, regardless of, like, how you're standing or your position, it will always put you in a place where you can't actually get out from that direction.
But you can get out from that side.
Yeah. And then they rotate it once more so you can't go back. Which isn't really necessary, but whatever.
Force progression.
By the way, my favorite Nephilim is the one down there caterpillaring along the bottom.
You have a favorite. That's cute.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Now, which I'm assuming it's one of the archangels who's making these comments.
Oh no, these are the ghosts. Whenever they show up, they have a little comment. Yep, another Freeman, which is more lore if you haven't gotten it, and if you have, then it's just some health.
He's a barbarian.
I can see how that hover would certainly help in this instance.
They
Especially
don't-
with those blocks.
The ghosts don't actually have much vertical control, though, so as soon as they lunge, that's kind of it.
Well, yes,
Which-
it seems they're more of an annoyance than anything anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't really factor into anything.
Thank you, Satan.
It's not Satan yet, I don't think.
Same basic dude.
It is the same dude, like, it's not even the same basic dude, it's absolutely the same guy. Also, check this out, I'm gonna climb this thing in the wrong direction.
Such a rebel. It's not like rebelling got you people in this problem in the first place.
By the way, here's another one. Totally the best.
What the hell are they doing?
I don't
What
know.
an idiot.
That ghost just distant.
Most of them do.
Well, one of them did sort of call you suicidal.
Well, to be fair, that one's not far off the mark, considering Enoch Random Human is sent to kill... Well, not kill, but defeat and bind the souls of 7 fallen angels.
Which is, in and of itself, sort of a difficult thing to do. Like, I'm pretty sure any one of the archangels could have done in a heartbeat.
Probably.
And I'm damn sure Lucifer did.
I think the idea is that they send him because the archangels and angels would cause too much damage to the world.
Alright. Well, it's not like God can't just fix that sort of thing in a heartbeat.
Well, I mean, that's God's plan, at least as far as this goes, is flood the earth, destroy all life and everything on it, and just start again.
He seems to be pretty big on that.
Yeah, he likes that one. Of course, this is Old Testament God.
Yeah.
So
This is Jewish God. This is literally salt the earth
I actually don't know where this falls into canon. But whatever.
God. Couldn't tell you. As it's definitely not the most effective, but it is the coolest one.
Oh, that there is no doubt.
I mean, this weapon's the most effective right here, but not the coolest.
That weapon's also the most annoying. Because people will shoot you with it from miles away and just chip you each time.
It's almost like they stay just a bit out of your range and shoot you in the dick.
Yep. That is kind of their MO, to be fair.
I don't know, it seems like the sort of thing you could get.
Well, it is when I have the weapon.
Hey, I think the worst is behind us.
Is it weird that I look forward to his
Sure,
conversations?
we'll keep our guard up.
Not at all. He's one of the highlights of this game.
Right. Talk to you later.
Oh, and here's Ezekiel's face. She's like an old lady.
I knew you'd come.
Face does not fit that body.
Nope. So Ezekiel is basically Veil, if you want, like, you know, categorized. Even though she has a lot of long-range attacks, most of, like, I think it has something to do with her charge attacks and her slam attacks. Yeah, like that.
So
Honestly, she's the most forgettable of the fallen angels that you fight repeatedly.
that stun laser thing seems pretty useful.
Oh, and she has a counter where she walks at you, but yeah. Can't remember if I win this one. Pretty sure I don't.
As of now, it looks like you're getting your ass kicked. Mostly because of that death.
Well, that's what I get for bringing the Gale into this fight. Yeah, here it is. Oh no, that broke her counter.
I like the mobility of this stuff.
It's nice, you just... Oh yeah, here we go. Slammed to the ground, struck with lightning, and I'm out.
You're still not good enough.
Thank you, teacher.
See, what's really cool about the Gale is that all of the weapons have an idle animation, where if you're not in combat for long enough, he'll put it into a more portable form. The Arch gets smaller and he puts it on the small of his back. The Gale's projectiles fold up near his legs and look like wings. And the Veil, he just reforms it into a shield and just carries the shield.
Watch your feet.
Also, all of these platforms drop. Because
I'm digging
why wouldn't
the
they?
contrast here.
Sariel has been sheltering all these Nephilim.
Why would
Heavily implied that he's making all these Nephilim.
What are you doing?
why would any angel try and create Nephilim? Nephilim are incredibly destructive.
Because Nephilim are a result of the love between a human and an angel. And Sariel's entire deal is that the one thing about Earth and humanity and stuff that he really liked was the concept of, like, human love.
Who's that?
So, it only stands to reason that byproduct of that is Nephilim.
Yeah, but is he containing them in these realms, or what is he doing?
I don't know, to be quite frank. Because Ezekiel's entire gimmick as to, like, the thing that she likes is the concept of, like, the mother and child relationship. So, like, all of the creatures she has, she, like, refers to nicely and stuff like that. But it's made clear that she doesn't actually understand it, and that she's, like, entirely for the beneficial parts of that. Oh, yeah, I thought you could jump on the Nephilim, by the way. Can't, just the ball part. But yeah, Sariel is basically doing this not because he actually understands love, because he doesn't. He's doing it because he...
You're going to
probably because it makes him feel important.
He did sort of father an army of exploding, flaming jelly things.
Well, I mean, they're not exploding yet.
search the area well.
Gotta wait for that.
They need prep time before they can blow up.
Well, they don't blow up. They eat each other, and then they get really fucking, like, big and strong and powerful. And I have no idea how he's even making that.
See, I think the one problem I would have with this level is it's sort of hard to determine what's tangible and what isn't.
Yeah, but to be fair, most of these platforms are pretty big, so... Or at least fairly obvious, so, you know, there's not exactly a bajillion things you could jump on. It's, like, the rocky stuff.
Yeah, but the Nephilim aren't necessarily consistent, because sometimes they're there and other times they're not.
Also, this isn't a platform.
Evidently. Why was that there?
I don't know.
He's disgusting.
It's just part of the environment. Also, they spawn a lot of these.
Fortunately, they seem to be fairly easy to draw.
Well, they die in one hit. Also, this guy, he's kicking my ass.
He did more damage to you than the fallen angels did.
Yes, this is truly my greatest foe, a Nephilim on a swing.
Once you purify Sariel,
So apparently, if you kill the father of the Nephilim, or if you kill the fallen angel fathering Nephilim, or mothering a Nephilim, whatever, if you kill the thing that's making the Nephilim, all the Nephilim die as a direct result. I think. That statement would imply that, but we never really get any specifics, so...
Now he's just waiting for you. Is that the same one that's eating you every time, or are we just having a bunch of fat Nephilim?
I'd guess it's probably the same one.
Okay.
There aren't many fat Nephilim.
Well, there kind of can't be. We need to eat more Nephilim to become fat.
Then there can only be so many big ones, because there's only so many Nephilim to begin with.
Exactly. I want to know what the, like, maximum capacity for Nephilim is.
We see that in this game.
How big they can truly get.
Yeah.
There's no real way to heal in combat, is there?
Nope. Just gotta hope they drop a health pickup, which they never do. I think this is supposed to be offset by the fact that dying doesn't really have any penalty. Oh, also, I guess I can bring this up because it's not in the proper recording anymore. Originally, in the final episode of this, I died 7 or 8 times without game overing. So, there you go. Button mash fast enough, and you have like 35, 40 health. A bit more than the 20-25 that I originally thought it was.
That's really cool. That rocket thing he just did.
Yeah, the Sarge get really weird attacks, all things considered.
Now you're just showing off.
I'm actually trying to kill him in a way that I don't have to steal his weapon. I'm trying to end up with the Arch, because I thought it was Sariel's weakness.
How much will you steal from me before you're satisfied?
hey, we just got back. Of course he'll do it. He wouldn't want to disappoint Uriel. Okay, bye.
So just a reminder, Uriel is the Archangel of Warfare. Saw him on that big portrait.
He's the only one they really talked about what he was about.
That kind of implied the other ones. So, this isn't just a Fallen Angel fight. This is the fight to the death with Sariel. After this, we won't see him again.
That stuff in the back really cool.
Yeah. So, once again, pay very close attention to this music, because they do something really cool with it halfway through this fight. Also, with the knowledge I have now that he's, you know, Gale. Oh yeah, I lose my weapon, then I start fist fighting him. Works really well, too.
Hey, you were the guy talking earlier about how you never get the chance to fist fight.
Also, that should have hit me.
Yeah. With the knowledge that he's Gale, sort of dealing half damage right now.
Yeah, I made this fight a lot longer than it has to be. If you use the Veil, you can kill this guy really fast.
He's dealing double damage to you. This is a small platform.
This is exactly the same size as the Fallen Angel fights.
Must just seem small.
It's because it drops off, as opposed to the Fallen Angel fights where it has the invisible wall. But yeah, that's kind of the problem with these boss battles, is that if you do it in any way that isn't ideal, it gets really long. And it feels long. But then as soon as you find the weakness, it gets really, really fast and really, really easy.
Now, does that knockback start dealing damage at this point? Is that...
No. The Angel's knockback never does damage for the entire game.
So there's literally no reason not to sit there and wail.
Yeah. Pretty much everything else that has that knockback move with the shockwaves that they usually do by like shouting or something, all of them will do damage, just not the Fallen Angels for some reason. Also, what's cool about the fights to death, you get to knock off like all of their armor.
I can see his face.
Still David Bowie. Also, at about this point, you can actually see it now. All of the Fallen Angels have like this devil tail thing on their back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of a neat thing.
His moves are getting better too.
No, not yet. Soon.
He just did a couple moves I haven't seen.
Also, he's on fire, which is kind of hard to see with the background, but...
I can see the purple.
Yeah. Come on, switch to Veil, you idiot.
Hindsight!
Oh yeah, and now his flash kick is 3 kicks. All of his moves just become a little bit better.
His music is pretty awesome.
Oh, here we go.
Down he goes. Farewell, David Bowie.
Well. It seems I have underestimated you. Do you hear that? My people calling to me. So be it. So long as I can protect this world.
So this is his nether form. Most of the bosses get this.
I was really gonna hope he would explain that.
Also, listen to the music now.
How much will you steal from me before you're satisfied?
Jesus!
So he pretty much like wipes the floor with you immediately, which triggers this. This is the final gameplay edition that we get.
Sorry to interrupt, Enoch, but I just remembered somebody wants to meet you. He keeps going on about teaching you a whole bunch of new abilities. Actually, I think you may already know him.
Are we gonna meet God?
Greetings, Enoch.
No.
Do you remember me?
The hell?
Allow me to help. As promised, I've been by your side all this
It's
time.
Uriel, the Archangel of Warfare. Can't you tell with his no legs and colossal frame? And hand lasers?
To be fair, he looked pretty badass.
Still is.
I mean, that was really cool.
Come on, Enoch. Time to get back.
Is he gonna fix your armor?
Yeah. Actually, wait a minute. No, he doesn't. So here's the idea. We have Overboost, which is a fancy name for Devil Trigger. So if you push 2 buttons at the same time, you trigger it, it knocks down all enemies, regardless of, you know, what they're doing at the time. Also, that death was pointless. I didn't have to die there. And when you activate it, you get full health, and it boosts the power of all of your attacks that cause knockback deal a lot more damage. It also changes the music, and it's just really cool.
Now, are we going to see one of those God of War style things where each one of the Archangels is going to give you an ability?
No, unfortunately.
Just Uriel?
Yeah, just Uriel. This is it.
Okay, I'm noticing him popping out like that. That is cool.
Just wait till I start using the Veil. The Veil, he pops out more than any of the other ones because most of its attacks inflict knockback. So here's the thing. Every time he pops out, he does a ton of damage, but he also gives you this ability where if you push those 2 buttons again, and it's really weird to say 2 buttons because I have it bound to just R1/right bumper. If you do that again while you have him out before it ends, you'll do this really powerful super attack, which I don't remember to do here, unfortunately.
It seems I have underestimated you.
So every time you do a lot of damage, the little bulbs on his wings change color from red to yellow to, or from blue to yellow to red, and then you kill him. Also, I don't think I dodged that attack once this entire fight.
Stop.
Just homes in on you. I think you're supposed to guard it.
Did you seriously think
Did you block it with the veil?
I don't know. I don't try in this fight, but if I had to guess.
you'll never understand?
So the way Overboost works
This
is,
not amusing.
as you pick up the little flames and the great flames, it levels it up to level 10, which I already have level 10. As you level it up, it makes Overboost last longer. That's all. Doesn't actually change anything else, doesn't give you more attacks, doesn't change its effectiveness, just lasts longer, up to level 10.
My people call
So, how can you tell when you have it available?
Enoch will catch fire, and Uriel will say, like, I'm here to help. They use the same sound bite for it every single time, so.
That was true.
Yeah, he's got some really dickish wake-up attacks. Also, here's what I mean by the really effective weapon isn't necessarily, like, the best from a tactical standpoint.
Yeah.
Because of all of his sweeping moves, the Arch's glide is really useful. And the Veil just doesn't have anything like that. So, ironically, while you are doing more damage, you're going to take a lot more hits. But it's completely worth it. Yeah, here's where I switch.
Did you seriously think you could beat me?
Quite the ego.
I mean, he is a giant bat monster demon thing.
Not.
Do you hear that?
Nope.
My people calling to me.
Well, you're probably hitting him like a monster.
Yep. So this move, if you have Overboost on, is amazing. Because Uriel hits every single time.
You want more?
Such a dick. Jesus.
Yep. That attack is affectionately known as tap dancing on your face.
I can see why.
Once again, I'm thinking the way to get out of that is to guard, but I have no idea. I never pull it off successfully this entire time.
Everything's fine.
Which one of the Archangels is saying that?
That's Enoch saying that.
Ah.
In the opening cutscene, Lucifer asks him how he's doing and if he's ready to go, and he says, "No problem, everything's fine," which sounds really out of place here, but it's just because they use the same sound bite. Also, now he's using, now his attacks get a little bit longer.
I saw you block that one.
Dale is really good for that. It's just because it's so slow. Should have dashed or blocked or something.
God, such a dick move. I'm not even playing this, and I know that's a pain in the ass.
He homes in on you, by the way. It doesn't actually matter how far away you are.
No, I've noticed that. Just punch that bat in the butt.
See, but did you see how much longer it took to knock him down with the arch as opposed to the veil?
Yeah, double damage.
Pretty much. If it's not double, it sure as hell feels like it. Oh, yeah, now we have Uriel. And I get killed again.
Do you lose Uriel at that point?
Nope.
Everything's fine.
I was yeah. Oh, check this out. This is how good the guard is. Right here. Guard, 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 guard.
That was such a dick move.
So here, I actually remember to use the final limit break attack, whatever it's called. I think it's just like labeled overbreak maneuver. Yeah, so I use it immediately, which isn't a good idea, but whatever. It looks really cool, to be fair.
Yeah. You're gonna want to take 2 shots for that.
See, I thought that would kill him. I was just trying to kill him in a cool way. It didn't, so then I had to punch him a whole bunch more times in the face.
Worth it. Nothing against you, David Bowie. I love you, but you're sort of a dick as an angel.
I liked you better when you weren't a giant, terrifying, naked bat monster.
You were better than mine.
My people, I am so sorry. My love for you was not enough.
My lord.
I don't want to be apart from you.
We feel the same way, my lord.
Will I ever see you again?
All is as foretold. In the prophecies of Ishtar. Farewell. Lord Sariel.
Well, how about that shit?
And there we go. His soul is bound. That's 1 down, 6 to go. And I got an A rank, even though I died a whole bunch of times.